Yevamot Perak Yud Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah in the 10th chapter of Yevamot. Continuing to talk about people who go to Medinat Hayam, and they put the woman, a guy goes to Medinat Hayam, and leaves his wife in the case of Safekos. We'll see now. The Mishnah says, Haisha shalach ba'ala ubna lemedinat Hayam. So a woman is married, and she has a son, okay? And her husband and her son go overseas, Ubau ve'amrula, and they came back and they said, Meit ba'alech ve'achar kach meit benech. Your husband died, and then your child died. I.e., okay, so Rachel is married to Reuven. Reuven and Shimon are brothers. We'll see in a second. Okay, so Reuven died. First Reuven died. And then your son, Timmy, whatever his name is, Don or whatever, then Timmy died. Meaning, then Timmy died. Meaning, since Reuven died first, with children, remember the last situation was first Reuven died, and then the son died. So therefore, Rachel is not zkuka liyibum when Reuven dies, because Reuven has a child. And therefore, even though when the child dies, lo aleinu, nonetheless, therefore, Rachel could go get married to whoever she wants. But, on the other hand, what we find out, let's go back to the Mishnah, ve'achar kach amrula, and then they came back and said, we found out, chiluf hayu advarim. The truth is the opposite. What happened was as follows. First, the child died. Okay? First, the wall fell on the child. He died first. It was clear. Leaving Rachel and Reuven married with no children. And then, of course, as we know, in the landslide, right? And then Reuven died. They know for sure. Therefore, Rachel died. Therefore, Rachel is left. Zekuka liyibum. Oops. When Rachel is left, she's got to add here. She is zekuka liyibum. She has zikuk liyibum from Shimon. Poor Rachel. That's shape, outline. Let's make it thicker. Rachel is zekuka liyibum. She's zekuka liyibum from Shimon. But what happens? What happened was, though, as we know, they didn't tell her that. She didn't know this. She thought that that Reuven died before the child. So what happened? V'niseit. Meantime, she got married to Nachman. Why did she get married to Nachman? Because her husband died and she thought she was not zkuka liyibum. So what's the problem? No problem at all. But poor Rachel now she's married to Nachman even though she was zkuka liyibum to Shimon. So the Mishnah says, remember, the child died first. She's zkuka liyibum. Teitzei. She has to be divorced. She has to leave the second husband. V'havlad rishon v'acharon mamzer. Rishon v'acharon is misleading. It's not misleading. It's confusing because we're going to need rishon and acharon for the later part of the Mishnah. But the vlad rishon means if she had a child out of wedlock with Nachman before Reuven died, the child is clearly a mamzer, and even the child born to Nachman, let's say, she now has a child with Nachman, according to this position in the Mishnah, the child is a mamzer. Why? Because she is zkuka liyibum to Shimon, and this Mishnah follows the opinion of Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva says, let me see if the Bartudo explains it. Yes, Rishon v'achron, Rishon shlifnei hashmua. Before she hears anything, her husband's alive. That's an extramarital affair. That's a mamzer. Acharon shla'achar hashmua. The second child, after she learns what happened to her husband, after she finds out that she's zkuka liyibum, uker Rabbi Akiva. This only follows the opinion of Rabbi Akiva da'amar yesh mamzer michayvei la'avin. Rabbi Akiva says, let's look back at our chart. Rabbi Akiva says, listen, Rachel is zkuka liyibum to Shimon. So therefore, if she has a child from Nachman, she's zakuk liyibum, it's an Isur Lav. It's an Isur Deoraita. So therefore, Rabbi Akiva said, it's your child that's born out of Isur Deoraita, that's a mamzer. We don't possibly like that. The child halachically is not a mamzer, but that's according to this opinion. That's what the Mishnah says. Okay. Next case. Amrula. Okay. Let's go back. Let's reset let's see if we can do a reset here. We're going to reset. Okay. Yeah, let's reset. Amrula. So now they said to her, the exact opposite case. Back to the Mishnah. Amrula, I lost my place. Amrula, meit benech ve'achar kach meit ba'al. Now the opposite. They said your son died first, and then your husband died. So now you're zkuka liyibum. All right, now we could just reset it, okay? Very good. Made benech, the child died, and then the husband died, and she's kuka liyibum. There we go. And then, so she did yibum. V'nit yabma, she did yibum. V'achar kach amrula chiluf hayadvarim. They said, oh, our bad. The husband died first, and then the child. So there was no yibum. Teitzei, she does, and now he does. So what happened was, the brother did yibum, okay, and the second brother did yibum. But it was yibum when she was not chayav in yibum. So therefore, it's eshet achi. That's an isi d'oraita. Teitzei, v'avlad rishon v'achron mamzer. Again, it's a terrible, tragic case. The first and second children that she has, either before the shmu'ah, extramarital affair from the brother, or even afterwards, the second brother is the second child is a mamzer. Because it's a prohibited, that's eshet achi. That's a totally prohibited, child, because the brother there was no zikuk liyibum. Turns out that the yibum he did was bad yibum, was no zikuk liyibum at all, and therefore the brother can't marry her. Next case, amula meit ba'alech v'niset. Okay, they told her, listen, your husband died. New case, your husband died and she got married. V'achar kach amula kayam haya. He was alive, v'meit. Okay, he was alive, but now he's dead. Teitzei, she has to get divorced. V'havlad rishon mamzer, v'acharon eno mamzer. This is the case where there's a first and a last. The first, Vlad, when her husband was alive, is a mamzer. What can you do? V'ha'acharon, the second one is not a mamzer. Meaning the child that was born after the husband is dead, that was conceived, I guess, conceived after the husband is dead, is not a mamzer, because she's a widow. Amrula made ba'alech. They said to her, your husband died, v'nit kadsha. She didn't consummate the marriage. They only had kiddushin. V'achar kach ba'ala. And then her husband shows up, meaning the guy did a Rebbe Kudesh Ali, and they're going to consummate the marriage in a month. And then the husband shows up. Muteret lachzor lo. She can go back to her husband. Meaning the second marriage, the second kiddushin, if somebody gives a woman who's married money and says, Rebbe Kudesh Ali, behold, you're married to me with this spoon, she's not Mekudesh, she's already Mekudesh. You can't have second kiddushin. And therefore, alpha pisha natan la achron get. That's it. The second one says, I gave you kiddushin, I'm going to give you a get. Lo psala min hakihuna. Nonetheless, if she then gets widowed from her first husband, she's not a gerusha. The gerushin doesn't have anything at all. And so, Darash Rabbi Eliezer ben Matya, and that's the teaching of Rabbi Eliezer ben Matya, who said, the isha gerusha mi-isha with a mapikeh, from her husband. Only a woman who's divorced from her husband is psula to a kohen. V'lo mi-isha eno isha. You can't get a divorce from someone who's not your husband. Meaning, a guy goes to another woman and gives her a divorce, she's not your husband. Even though you gave her kiddushin, she's not your husband, and she's not psula lekuhuna. We'll stop here, as we always do, dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yisrael Kalman. Have a great day.